Hello and welcome back to the Figure Forum. Today we will be looking at another absolute bargain. We got ourselves a Super 7 Transformers Ultimate for next to nothing. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if there's so much stock that they can't move, so you know they're almost paying us to take it away at the moment. But this is the Starscream, so Ghost of Starscream. So this is in wave 1. They've announced a few more waves. I don't think they're out at the moment, but the sort of just the normal Starscream will be coming, I think, in wave 2 or 3. But this is the Ghost of Starscream, so we'll see when we open it. It's there or thereabouts, but it's it's translucent and it's glittery, so maybe not for everyone. But I mean, at these prices, you'd be silly not to pick one up just to take a look if you're interested in the Ultimates range. Doesn't help me too much. I bought them at full price quite a way back, but I saw these on offer around Black Friday, so I thought, you know what, I'll get another for an unboxing, so we can now do that. We'll get them out of the lovely shipping carton that they always come in, which I like. We'll take a look at the packaging, which again, always good when you get a Super 7, and we'll see what's inside. So first of all, we're going to take a look at just the, not too interesting, won't spend too long on it, don't worry. But just, if you're not familiar with the Ultimates or the older Ultimates, this is the first wave that you get. You'll always get it in, well, ideally, you'll get it in a box where this comes. So, you've got this great layer of protection on there. Logo tells you what's in it, and has got some, some of the handy details on the back as well. So we've got the logo and the barcode. So as the usual, this is an adult collectible, not a toy. It is a toy. Let's be honest. It's a toy. We all love toys. But yeah, I mean, I think this is great. I'm a big fan of this. I get why not everyone does it. And I think even Super 7 have stopped doing it now. But for me and for a collector, I think all the fans love this. So, first layer of protection against anything. So if this gets damaged, not too much of a big deal. So yeah, we will take this away and see what's in the next layer. So out of the shipper, we have it in a box, a nice plastic bag here. Let's take this out. It's very tricky to do with one hand. So while we're doing that, let's take a look at the bottom here. So we have the barcode, your blurb, your logos. Right, so put that to the side. Now we have the box again. Really nice. It's actually kind of embossed here. It's a nice feel on there. We've got this old school kind of squares like the Transformers of old. We've got his name here. Again, that's, if you can see that, it's kind of embossed there, lacquered, printed on there. So that's nice. We go to the top. We have the Ultimates logo, which is nice, really minimalist. I've got the Decepticons logo here, really minimalist, which I like. And then this is actually just a slip case that comes off. We have another layer. It's like a Russian doll, this thing. Then we get inside. Again, carries on that theme, very minimalist, which I like. We've got the Transformers logo, the Ghost of Starscream. We've got the purple, which is obviously connected to the Decepticons. We have usually a red for the Autobots. And we've got a little bit of his stats here. I don't know if he's the Starscream stats or the Ghost of Starscream stats. You wouldn't think his ghost would have too much to shout about, but who knows? Maybe this is the before he was a ghost. And obviously, everyone probably watching this video is aware of what happens to Starscream in the movie, so that's probably why he's a ghost. I believe the ghost, this is a deep cut, I believe the ghost shows up in one of the other seasons, and possesses another Transformer. So go watch that after this. But as we can see, I think you'll see it's kind of, Super 7 tend to do this a lot. They make these kind of clear, transparent figures, which is, again, not for everyone. I kind of like it. But this one is made of that sort of see-through plastic. But it's got a shimmer in there as well. It's not, it's picking it up quite a lot on the camera, but I guess it's the light. It doesn't always show up as kind of this sparkly, but yeah, I think we've got his little sort of smirking face on there. Have a little show that a little bit more when we get it out of the package. We've got an extra head, which is his old school G1 head, and then the more sort of cartoon like head, couple of the ones from the 80s cartoon, which, you know, fits in with his kind of look there. But if you wanted to go old school with a Gen 1 head, then there it is. It's in there for you, which is great. We've got a few hands to try, I guess, I wonder if we get Megatron in there. The gun, at least. But only one way to find out. So as we've got him out of the box there, so we've got a reflective material there, which is at the back of the box. Yeah, which is nice. I suppose that's just for display purposes. And then we've got our usual plastic packaging. Let's have a look. No sign of Megatron as a gun, which is a shame. That might have been nice for him to hold it, if only for display purposes. But yeah, we take a look at the hands. Yeah, we've got like a fist. He's got 2 fists on him, but we'll take a closer look when he's out of the package. Okay, so now we have him out of the package. Bit of a close-up there. Kasei's got a little smirk face on there, which I think is probably one I'm going to keep on him, which is, you know, what we all know him as. There's another one, the other head, the alternate head is kind of very, very similar, but a more stern face there. And again, we have the more kind of, yeah, just from the old toys there. But I think he'll be staying in the package. We've got sort of fists and open palms for the different hands. They've just got fists on him for the things. They all come out, pop off very easily, and almost too easily, I'd say. I think when I got him out, you know, I was just moving him around a bit, and so the kind of wing come off a bit, and the you know, the fist pops off a bit, and that's fine. You know, you don't want it to be tough. You don't want it to be like a NECA figure where, you know, you think you're going to break it every time you try and replace something. But also, you know, there's that balance to be had with being firm enough that things don't fall off, and, you know, and loose enough though you can, you know, you can move them around easily. But yeah, really good, like nice and solid figure, good articulation. You know, move the guns, you can move the arms, the fists, the knees. There's movement in the knees. There's a little bit of movement in the ankles and the feet. I mean, you've got to think these are hefty old robots, so, you know, they're not going to be, you know, oh, there's a decent split in there, but they're not going to be kind of moving around everywhere, so they are kind of clunky, but that's by design of what they are. You can move these as well, which I thought was quite cool. So if you didn't want to show the wings off, I mean, I do, I think it looks good like that. You can move those around. You can even remove those if you want. That's fine. But yeah, I think, you know, for the price that you're paying for these, I think full price, you know, maybe question it. I mean, these don't, I think the thing, you know, if it wasn't already obvious, these don't transform. These are a robot, and that's it. And I've seen some people sort of mention that, you know, what's the point of a transformer that doesn't transform? But I think we're beyond that now, right? People want to display things, and they're not taking things out of their collection to transform and pose differently. I think, you know, especially for me, maybe just talking from my point of view, but, you know, I would only have him posed like this on my shelf, you know, like in the robot form. I'm not interested in changing him into a plane. I have the kind of reissued Gen 1 Starscream, which we can take a look at as well with him next to it, but I never change him into a plane. We've got his, looks like he's got a nice pair of Cuban heels on there, doesn't it? I think that's his blasters, his jet blasters there. But yeah, all in all, a good figure. We can have a little bit more of a play around with it and then give our final verdict. I just went and grabbed my kind of reissued kind of Gen 1 Starscream just to, there's those heads, right? So there's the head that you can put on there. But yeah, obviously very different. This is just the toy, you know, but you know, this was obviously based more on the cartoon appearance of him, and can make it a lot more like that because, you know, because they haven't got the worries of having to make him transform. But yeah, like I say, it'd be nice to have come with this. Like, considering it's an ultimate, would have been nice to be able to get a Megatron for him to hold. But like I say, maybe as the full Starscream rather than the Ghost of Starscream. But yeah, there we go, two together. So there we have our Ghost of Starscream. Got a bit of light on there. Like I say, if you didn't before, you can see that kind of translucent is probably the right word for him. Translucent, and he's got the glitter in there. But yeah, I like him. I like him. He's good. He's easy to stand, if you were wondering as well. I tried some of the different hands on him as well, but I think ultimately the ones that kind of come in the box do the job. They look good. The head and the hands are, you know, the fists there. But yeah, all in all, like I said, the Super 7 at the moment, they seem to be clearing a lot of that old stock. So if you can get some of these, I've got the Prime as well, which I'll probably unbox at some point or another, but they're somewhere in storage somewhere. But like I say, managed to get this one through the door quite recently. So yeah, definitely, I think definitely worth getting if you can get them at the right price. I mean, they do go, like I say, there is some deep cuts there in terms of your Transformers fandom. I wasn't aware there was a Ghost of Starscream, but here he is, haunting up my collection now. But yeah, so if you'd like to see more, do let me know in the comments. I always try to answer anyone who asks me a question. And if you'd like to see more, obviously let me know as well. And while you're there, if you could like the video and subscribe, that'd be very much appreciated. But until next time, we'll see you later.